Alright, hello YouTube. So here is my drone. This is the Mavic Pro. I've had this since it came out, and so I wanted to give you my reactions on the DJI Spark, what I think of it. It's supposed to be about the size of my phone, so I guess, you know what, it's not too big of a difference, right? But of course, with the Spark, the propellers are already folded out. With this, at least I can collapse it. So it makes it slightly easier. It's my opinion. And what I really like is that the Spark has some innovative features. So we're talking about gesture control. Being able to put your hand out and be able to bring the drone towards you or wave goodbye and have it fly away. So those are really interesting things to have. Is it a gimmick though? Maybe. So where I think the Mavic comes into play for me is, I'm a photographer, videographer, and so this isn't a pro, right? We're not looking at a Phantom 4 Pro, we're not looking at an Inspire, but it's good enough for what I do. It really is. Is the Spark good enough for what I do? Probably not, and I'll tell you why. For one, it only shoots in JPEG. As a photographer, I need at least that raw capability, the DNG files. They give me the ability to manipulate the shadows, the white balance, to retain more detail. So that right there is kind of a deal breaker for me already. But what I really love about the Mavic is that the battery life, I'm able to get about 25 minutes on this thing. And again, it's tiny, right? So if we're talking about size, it is still relatively the same size when it's folded up, and really that's going to be how you're going to move this thing around, how you're going to move, whether it be the Spark or this drone. You're going to put it in a case. Most likely, if I really wanted to, I could probably fit it into a jacket pocket anyways. The DJI Mavic is a $1,000 drone. The Spark is $500. I still feel like the Spark is a little bit too overpriced for the fact that it's more of a toy and going to the consumer market, as opposed to this is still the consumer drone, but it's entering into that professional type of realm. But for what it is, for the fact that it's a DJI drone and being able to have all these cool features like hand gestures, being able to fly out over a mile, I think it does have a place for the entry-level drone enthusiasts. But for me, for what I do, and being photography is my livelihood, I really need at least this drone because it serves a purpose of being able to get the drone in the air, being able to take a DNG file, a raw photo, and being able to manipulate how I want, as opposed to the JPEG, which is not as great. I like the 3-axis gimbal on here. I like that I could record 4K. I like that I could take pictures in RAW. And so it just serves me better because I do edit my photos, my videos. So if you don't do any of those things, if you're just a regular, let's say, photo, video consumer where you just have an entry-level SLR, yeah, I think it could serve your purpose. Spending that $500, it's probably justifiable. But for what I do and for what I like to do, I'm going to stick with the Mavic. I want to hear your thoughts on if you think that the price point justifies it to be where it's at for you to buy it, or if you think you might go into the Mavic Pro because now you might be able to pick up the Mavic Pro for a little bit less and it still has some amazing features. So please leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, and I'd love to hear from you. Till next time.